Okay, here I am, getting back on the trail. I'm gonna call this day 87, even though I've been going 6 weeks, starting where I left off. And Iceman's dropping me off here in Great Barrington. I think it's mile 1523.9. And I'm gonna slack pack today. We got in last night. We stayed at a little hotel. I don't know, it was kind of out in the country. Did it have a town name?
No, I forget the name of it. Or wait, but yeah, no, I don't remember.
All right, so this is the first day since I've been going for 6 weeks. So I hope I don't stumble and fall. Okay, I get some video going here before it starts raining. It's supposed to rain most of the day. It's supposed to be raining by now, yesterday. But now the phone says around 10 o'clock it's supposed to start raining, rain all day. Well, how I came to get back to the trail, May 29th, I left my farm in Ohio at 6:15 in the morning. It was like 42, 45 degrees. And I rode my motorcycle 8 hours to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Met Iceman. Changed into my trail clothes. Left my motorcycle clothes with the bike. And got into Iceman's truck. We drove like 4.5 hours up to Massachusetts. So on the first 86 days of the hike, I took 9 days off. Then when I got to, not all at once, but through those 86 days, then I went home April 11th to plant crops, cold and wet. So it took forever to get the crops planted. So I'm just now getting back to the trail, May 30th, Memorial Day weekend. Well, I was home for my 6 weeks. I got new Gossamer Gear trekking poles. They're carbon fiber. They only weigh 10 point something ounces. Also, I got some more, the Ultra Olympus that I started out with in Georgia. I really liked them, so I'm gonna try to finish the trail and my Ultras. Well, I'll probably have to go through at least one more pair, if not two. So my plan today is, of course I'm slack packing, either 17 or 19 miles. And I'll be in the rain at some time, I'm sure today. I started at about 6:50 this morning. This is what the trail looks like. Also, I got off the trail in Harper's Ferry on April 11th. And when I leave a 500-mile gap and come up to Great Barrington, Massachusetts, well, I wanted to make sure I got through Maine and Katahdin before October 15th when the mountain closes. And even before October 15th, I think the weather would start getting bad. And I didn't want to start at Katahdin and come south because of the black fly season. That was my first thought, but I had some buddies that talked me out of that. So I'm gonna walk, that's maybe like 700 miles. I hope it's only 7 weeks to Katahdin. And then somehow get a ride back down to Great Barrington, have a 500-mile stretch to Harper's Ferry, where I left off on April 11th. And if I have to go home to do harvest somewhere in that 500-mile stretch, and I had to return after harvest, I think it would be doable in the fall or winter through Pennsylvania. Would be better than trying to do the northern states in the fall time or the winter. So I'm just trying to look for any advantage that I can for my situation. Because now that I planted those crops, I kind of do have to harvest them to get my money back. I haven't got paid since last January. So I'll get a little bit of money towards the end of September when I start harvesting crops. Usually first part of September, sometimes into October. Very seldom into November, but that's happened before. Alrighty, I'll shut it off till I think of something else. This looks kind of neat. Stone ledge. Walk up to it, and that's my first view in Massachusetts. I see one or two fields down there. Well, this is the first shelter I came across. I think that Lake Blue Road, 1.1 mile, Iceman's going to be waiting on me for some dinner, or with some dinner. And the shelter's right there, a little blue trail to it. It's not very far at all. But I don't think I'm going to walk down and take a look at it. I think I'll just keep going. It's been sprinkling on me just a little bit. But I've been doing okay. Oh, there's the trail. Here's where I just came from, a few little rocks. Oh, I just thought this looked really neat. There's the trail right beside it. Kind of like a little gorge here. I don't want to drop my camera down there. The trail goes off that way. Just a little rocky gorge, a little gap. Well, the rain finally caught up with me. It's just a light rain. Plus now all these leaves are out. It's like the rain's just dripping because it's staying on the leaves, but I can really hear it hitting up on the leaves. It rained a little bit on me on the motorcycle yesterday too when I was driving to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I got a little bit cold. I think the high was like 52 when I was riding. That's cold for a motorcycle. I had a north wind that was kind of cold and would hit me, and I'd have to lean the motorcycle into it a little bit as I was driving. But anyway, just getting a little bit of rain now, no big deal. I passed that road where I thought Iceman was going to be for dinner. He said he'd meet me at the next road. I said, okay. So I got probably less than a half a mile from the next road. I'm probably going to sit in this truck and eat since it's raining. Alrighty, I'll get off of here. Let's take a little video of the signs here. Crossing over. This is where I'm going to meet the Iceman. And the sign here, the Appalachian Trail, Georgia to Maine. And I'm walking towards the main part. Well, I just think this pond looks kind of neat. Little view, just got to see it between the trees. Walking on some rocks and some boards. Everything's wet. Just started walking around the edge of this pond. Kind of see it through the trees there. And this is what the trail looks like. Well, I've been walking along this rock wall for a little bit. Even here in Massachusetts has the rock walls. Just kind of neat looking. Well, just a little more rock wall. Well, there's a good chance of rain today. Big rock side of the trail. Alrighty, I'll keep moving. Okay, been raining most of the day. I'm going to end up walking 20.2 miles today. I started at Great Barrington, Highway 7. Mile marker 1523.9. I'm going to end up on the Jerusalem Road. I think it's 1543 and a half. I just talked to Iceman on the last gravel road. He's going to get us a room at the Econo Lodge tonight. Maybe I'll dry a few things out, but it's still going to be raining in the morning. Just came out to a clearing here. So that's my first day, 20.2. Gonna get a room at the Econo Lodge, dry out, eat supper somewhere, I suppose. So maybe if the Econo Lodge has good Wi-Fi, I can get this YouTube up today, and that'll be my first trail video in probably 6 weeks. Okay, this might be it for tonight. Trails turn into a river. Okay, Small Creek. Oh, the Econo Lodge was more money. We ended up going clear back to New York to the Holiday House. And this is where we stayed last night. It's not much, but it was like $102. And Labor Day weekend, Memorial Day weekend, what is this? The rates are always high, even though it's not much of a hotel.